Hello students, good morning. I am Sister Soumya from St. Joseph Academy. I am teaching Social Studies for 4th class. Chapter 7, Domains of the Earth, Lithosphere and Hydrosphere. The Earth has 4 domains: lithosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere and biosphere. Each domain of the Earth has its own properties, features, and composition. All these domains interact and overlap with each other to make life possible on Earth. The outer part on which we live is called the lithosphere. The water cover on the Earth's surface is called the hydrosphere. It consists of water in all forms, that is, water and water vapors. The gaseous layer that surrounds the Earth is called the atmosphere. The narrow zone of the Earth where land, water and air meet to make life possible is called the biosphere. Now let us learn about 4 major domains in details. Lithosphere. The solid outer part of the Earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. The Earth has 3 layers. These are the crust, the mantle and the core. The lithosphere consists of an earth crust, rocks, thin layer of soil and upper layer of the mantle. The crust is the outermost layer of the Earth. It is of 2 types, continental and oceanic. The crust makes up only 0.5% of the volume of the Earth. Besides silica, aluminium and magnesium, other important elements of the crust are oxygen, sulfur and sodium. The next layer of the Earth is the mantle. It lies between the crust and the core. It makes up 16% of the volume of the Earth. The temperature in the mantle ranges between 870 degrees Celsius and 2200 degrees Celsius. The temperature and the pressure increases as we move further into the earth layers. The innermost layer is the core, the temperature of which varies between 2200 degrees Celsius and 5000 degrees Celsius. The core consists of about 83% of the volume of the Earth. Students, now we will learn about crust. Type of crust. The upper part of the lithosphere is what we call the Earth's crust. The crust can be divided into 2 types, the oceanic crust and the continental crust. The oceanic crust is covered by 5 major oceans of the Earth. On the other hand, the continental crust is the land we live on. Its thickness is of about 120 km. This crust is divided into 7 major continents, namely Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Europe, North America and South America. Elements of the crust. Rocks and minerals are the main elements of the crust. The earth crust is made up of various types of rocks, and rocks are made up of different minerals. In our surrounding, we can find a number of things that are made up of rocks and minerals. Next, rocks. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the earth crust is called a rock. Minerals are the main components of rocks. The rocks are the solid particles made up of a mixture of minerals. The rocks can be hard, soft, or elastic. A rock has no definite chemical composition but a conglomeration of various minerals. Conglomeration means a number of different things that are put together to form whole but remain distinct entities. Minerals and rocks are a part of our everyday life. Minerals are very useful in our day-to-day life. They are used in making artifacts, machines, tools, and jewelry. They are also used in construction, industry, and consumable. Let's go through the chart of rocks and minerals. Igneous rock, sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock, minerals. Types of rocks. The rocks are different types. They vary in physical properties. They have different color, size, texture, composition, hardness, softness, etc. These variations are the result of their formation process. On the basis of their origin, the rocks are classified into three categories. First one, igneous rocks. The rocks formed from cooling and solidifying of magma are called igneous rocks. These rocks are also called the primary rocks. They make up 85% or more of the earth crust. Dolerite, basalt, and granite are some of the examples. Next one, sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the sediments of other rocks which are broken up through the action of various weathering agents such as running water, wind, glaciers, etc. Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are formed from the transformation of existing rock type. The process of change in form is known as metamorphism. Due to intense heat and pressure, the igneous and sedimentary rocks get changed to form metamorphic rocks. All these rocks are made up of minerals. Minerals are solid substances that occur naturally. They can be made from a single element, that is, like gold or copper, or from a combination of elements. The earth is made up of thousands of different minerals. Use of minerals and rocks. Minerals and rocks are a part of our everyday life. They have a wide use in almost everything that we use and see in day-to-day life. Following are the uses of minerals and rocks. First one, artifacts, machines, and tools. Everyday things that we use such as pens, pencils, sunglasses, computers, slates, cooking pots are made up of minerals. Artifacts means an object made by human being, typically one of cultural or historical interest. Pop cans and cars use a lot of metal in their production. Metal is a durable composition made up of minerals. Many structures, tools, equipments are made of metal. Examples are cars, planes, and boats. Second one, construction industry. Rocks and minerals are widely used in construction of structures, such as buildings, houses, bridges, factories, etc. These structures use a wide range of minerals such as iron, clay, slate, limestone, shale, gypsum, silica sand, etc. Decoration and jewelry. Many rocks and minerals are beautiful in appearance and hence these can be used to make decorative items. Items such as vases, boxes, statues are made of rocks and minerals. People adorn themselves with jewelry which is made up of precious and semi-precious stones such as gold, silver and other stones. Rocks and minerals are some of the most beautiful things found in nature. Nutrition and consumable. We consume rocks and minerals almost every day. The salt in our food is a mineral. The gritty substance in our toothpaste is pumice, which is a rock. In fact, minerals play an important role in the health of a human being. Iron, calcium, magnesium and selenium can be found in a lot of foods that we eat. These are also used in the field of medicines and fertilizer. Hydrosphere. The water cover on the Earth's surface is called the hydrosphere. 71% of the Earth's surface is covered with water, because of which the Earth appears blue from the space and hence it is called the blue planet. The water on Earth exists in all three forms, that is, solid, liquid and gas. Water is formed in solid form at polar caps and glaciers. Rivers, oceans, aquifers, lakes, groundwater constitute the liquid form. Water is present in gaseous form in form of water vapors and clouds. Students, now let's learn how water changes its form in the hydrosphere. Water cycle. The three forms of water are called the three states of water. These states are interconvertible. The changing states of water form a complete water cycle. The water cycle refers to the journey of water as it circulates from land to sky and back again. It is the way water moves all around the earth in different forms. This process never stops and doesn't have a beginning or an end. The water cycle involves 4 steps: evaporation, condensation, precipitation and collection. Evaporation. When the energy of the sun heats up the water in the lakes, seas and ocean, the water from these water bodies rises up. This water rises up to change into water vapors. Thus, the liquid form of the water changes into gaseous form due to the heat of the sun. This process is known as evaporation. Condensation. As water vapor rises up high into the sky, it cools and turns back into liquid form, forming clouds. This process is defined as condensation. The air currents in the atmosphere move these clouds all around the earth. Air currents means air moving from an area of high pressure to an area of low pressure. Precipitation. When the condensed water in the clouds becomes too heavy for the air to hold, water is released from clouds in the form of rain, sleet, snow or hail. This process is known as precipitation. Sleet means wet and partly melted falling snow. Then hail means small hard balls of ice that fall from the sky like rain. Next, collection. When the water falls back on earth as precipitation, it may get collected in the oceans, lakes and rivers, or it may fall on the land. The water in the oceans, lakes and rivers eventually evaporates back into the air, beginning the water cycle all over again. The water that falls on land either gets soaked into the earth and becomes part of the groundwater, or runs over the soil and collects in the oceans, lakes or river, from where the cycle starts all over again. Oceans. Most of the water on earth is in the form of oceans. The oceans are by far the largest reservoir of water on earth. Over 96% of all of earth water exists in the ocean. There are 5 oceans covering the surface of our earth. These are the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Arctic Ocean, and the Southern Ocean. There is no demarcation between all the oceans. Demarcation means a dividing line. In fact, there's only one ocean because all the oceans run into each other. But scientists have labeled the various areas of the ocean by different names. Oceans provide home for thousands of plants and animals. They also regulate the earth weather and temperature. Oceans keep the earth warm in winter and cool in summer. Students, let's start exercises. First one, choose the correct option to answer the following. First one, the gaseous layer that surrounds the earth is called the dash. Answer is atmosphere. What is the answer? Atmosphere. Second one, what is the uppermost layer of the earth called? Answer is crust. What is the answer? Crust. Third one, what is the process of changing water into water vapor called? Answer is evaporation. What is the answer? Evaporation. Fourth one, which of the following is not an ocean? Answer is the Australian Ocean. Question, what is lithosphere? Name its various components. Answer is the solid outer part of the earth on which we live is called the lithosphere. The lithosphere consists of an earth crust, rocks, thin layer of soil, and upper layer of the mantle. Second question, how many layers does the earth have? Name them. Answer is the earth has 3 layers. These are the crust, the mantle, and the core. Third question, what are the 3 types of rocks? Explain briefly. Answer, the 3 types of rocks are igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks. Igneous rocks formed from cooling and solidifying of magma. Next, sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are formed by the sediments of other rocks which are broken up through the action of various weathering agents. Next, metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rocks are formed by the igneous and sedimentary changes due to intense heat and pressure. Fourth question. Write a short note on water cycle. What are the 4 processes involved in it? Answer is, the water cycle refers to the journey of water as it circulates from land to sky and back again, moves all around the earth in different forms and never stops. It has 4 stages: evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. Next question, 5th one. Name the 5 oceans. Answer is, the 5 oceans are: first one, the Pacific Ocean; second, the Atlantic Ocean; third, the Indian Ocean; fourth, the Arctic Ocean; and 5th one, the Southern Ocean. Question C. Write true or false. First one, the earth has 4 layers. Answer is false. Second one, the continental crust has a thickness of about 50 kilometers. Answer is false. Third one, rocks are made up of minerals. Answer is true. Fourth one, 71% of the earth is covered with water. Answer is true. First one, chalk and sandstone are examples of that. Answer is sedimentary rocks. Second one, dash is when water falls back on earth in oceans, lakes, or rivers. Answer is precipitation. Third one, over 96% of all earth water exists in the dash. Answer is oceans. Fourth one, the temperature in the dash ranges between 870 degrees Celsius and 2200 degrees Celsius. Answer is mantle. Next, question E. Match the following. First one, the zone of the earth where land, water, and air meet. Answer is biosphere. Second one, rocks formed from cooling and solidifying of magma. Answer is igneous rocks. Third one, blue planet. Answer is Earth. Fourth one, they regulate the earth weather and temperature. Answer is oceans. Okay students, thanks. Do all the exercises in your copy.